Like if you're in high school, one of the best ways to meet people or make new friends or even just get to know the people around you that you're going to classes with or even just in an environment with is probably one of the best things that you can do. Especially if you're a senior, it's your last year, you want to end it off with a really good bang, and I think that being in clubs gives you the opportunity to express yourself or even find new skills that you never knew you had. With the clubs that I've joined, they've heavily impacted my grades in a positive light just because I've chosen things that really reflect who I am as a student. I obviously put a great deal of importance on my academics, so choosing clubs such as Model UN, SAC, or even Minga as a whole really play a key into my academics too, just because I'm getting that sense of education and further learning within the school environment.
The kids really get to work on their interpersonal skills, so they have to sort of step out of their shell and meet people all the way across the school. There's often conflict that arises as well within leadership situations and extracurriculars, whether it's a group, a club, a team. So kids are also developing the skills that they need to be a part of a team with someone. They develop leadership skills, public speaking skills, communication skills, so they learn how to do things like event planning. They learn how to talk to large groups of people. They learn how to talk to people one-on-one. And time management is a huge one. So the more extracurriculars they get involved in, the more they need to learn to manage their time between their coursework and their clubs and their sports. So keeping things like a schedule, being responsible and telling your teacher if you're going to miss some work, taking the initiative to get that work that you're going to miss in advance, and just really developing responsibility as well as time management. It's also a great resume builder, so kids who are applying to post-secondary, whether it be college or university, they get to put a lot of these experiences on their resume. And with competition being so stiff right now for a lot of programs, it really helps to set kids apart from some of their competitors. I think that most of the valuable lessons that I have learned in life have been through things other than my formal education. I remember when I kind of decided or figured out that I first was going to be a teacher, I was in the 10th grade. And I was on the varsity girls soccer team, and I don't remember if it was in class or on the soccer team, but either way, I guess a girl who didn't know how to do something very well, it was a throw-in, had the ball and she was on the sideline and she was, I don't know, struggling. So I had run over and I was just showing her like, hey, you gotta keep, you know, both feet flat on the ground, etc., etc., and I was explaining to her like how to do a throw-in. You know, and she did it, and I'm sure she did it fairly well or not well. Doesn't really matter. But the point is that after that, my teacher came up to me and she said, you know, you'd make a really great teacher. You're really good at helping people. And I didn't think much of it at the time, but it kind of resonated with me. And I sort of played that over and over again in my head, and I realized I only know that I'm good at helping people through the extracurriculars that I have done. And in extracurriculars, you get more of a one-on-one relationship with adults. And they're really able to help to identify some of your strengths. So I think that's one story that I have of how an extracurricular has really shown me what sort of my purpose in life is.
Last year, my grade 11 year, I was the arts liaison, and I was an executive on student council, and I was so scared being it. I had no clue what to do, and I knew I wanted to do it, but I didn't know how to approach it. So I really just learning and being beside so many different people from SAC and the council. I learned so much about knowing how to run the council, how to being a part of it, and how to develop skills like public speaking. I know now I can, like, I'd never be able to do something like this before. And now I feel like I can. I can be in a video and actually talk about my experiences now and how happy I actually am. And I'm privileged to learn all these experiences from there.
Make this last forever.